Now here's one thing you should never do in high school, and that is, hello nationers, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I am going to be telling you guys some general high school advice for those who haven't started their first day of high school quite yet. I know some of you guys have started middle school, high school, some of you even college, but for those who haven't started high school, at least in the next week and maybe the next couple years to look forward to for some of this high school advice, today I'm going to be giving some. And a big shout out to my girlfriend Madison Reynolds, who is the first one to comment more videos like this on last week's video. This week's keyword will be hidden throughout this video. Make sure you watch the entire video to find out what the keyword is, and make sure to be the first one to comment it so you guys can be posted right here, just like Madison was. And let's get right into the video. So I want to preface that these high school advice tips, whatever you want to call them, are generally what I think of high school. I'm going to be giving you probably the most general tip, just so you guys can go follow what you guys want to do and live the life you love and live the life you live. That's that channel motto. And so let's get right into it. What was your favorite year of high school? I want to say sophomore year was really fun, but I said that before senior year happened. So senior year was probably my favorite year by far, just because it was the last, but mainly just because a lot of the seniors knew it was their last year of high school and just really wanted to have a blast while doing it. So senior year definitely tops the list, followed by sophomore, then junior, then freshman. What are school dances like? Well, it just depends on what type of dance it is, whether that be a formal or a more casual dance. It will always be hot in there just because there are people in there and a lot of body heat warms up, so it gets really hot. Nonetheless, I recommend that you bring spare clothes just in case for afterwards, so you're not in your formal or casual clothes the entire time. School dances are pretty cool. I mean, the music is kind of it just depends on your DJ. I've been to dances where DJs are super awesome and they blow me minds far galaxies away, and there's just dances that are just like Upperclassmen hate underclassmen. No, we don't. I think the reason why that falls is just because the maturity level. The ages of high school are between 13 to 18. You're gonna get 5 years, 6 years of total gap of maturityness. And I tell you this just because I very much fell under this assumption that underclassmen are just hated by the upperclassmen. So don't feel that way at all. Just feel like they aren't making connections with you just because they haven't seen your maturity level. So just act very mature, very proper. I mean, not saying that you have to like sit up straight all the time, but like show that you know what you're talking about and like show that you have respect for them. That's basically it. Like, it's not like an authority thing. They just do their thing because they know the people around them. Were you nervous about your first day of school? I think I was just a little bit, but I guess kind of I didn't really know what to do. I know I had like my good group of friends who we hung out over summer, but I tell you that like it was really cool just to kind of see the entire atmosphere. There's so many people. There was just so much stuff going on. People were getting their schedules, and then kind of found my group of friends, found my locker, made sure that my combo worked, knew where my classes were, and I knew I was gonna get lost. I recommend that your first day when you get your schedule, or if you get it in advance, make sure you study that schedule and know where you're going and what classrooms. Usually high schools are 1 to 2 levels, so it's not too hard when it says like room 221, it's on the second floor. If it says 119, it's on the first floor. Just memorize your schedule, know what classes you're going to so you don't walk into a random class, because that's probably one of the most awkward things ever. Do people really care how you dress? I will tell you this from my personal fashion style. People do not care how you dress. Worry about what you wear. I mean, yes, you'll see the people who wear pajamas or the people who wear really nice formal vests and slacks all the time. You have those types of people. For me, I just didn't match, so I kind of stood out, but nonetheless, people really don't care what you wear. Like, yes, you can wear a hat, people are just like whatever, but like if you're wearing like super cool like sweatpants and whatnot, like it doesn't really matter. Just go to school however you feel like. I mean, if you have a big event, dress up for that big event. People really don't care how you dress. Is a small group of friends better than a big one? I recommend that kind of like your close friends who you like consider your best friends, or like the people that you can go to, is a lot more beneficial in the long run, just because those people are going to be there for a longer time. People will fade. Your friend groups will probably change. You might gain a couple more people. I know that's kind of how it worked for us and my friend group. We were just kind of like a core 4 when we were back in middle school, and now like we have like a solid 8 or 9 people who are a part of like this tight-knit friend group. Don't isolate yourself with them. Yes, it's nice to hang out with your close friends, but yes, make connections with other people. It really helps just because it makes high school so much more better, knowing that you have other people to go to if you have a problem, or just people to talk to throughout the halls. It's really nice. Don't isolate yourself to 2 or 3 people. Know the people in your class, know the people in your grade. It really helps. Are finals stressful? Now here's one thing you should never do in high school, and that is stress about finals. You should never stress about finals just because finals aren't really that much of a big deal. I recommend that if you are stressed for finals, you did not do well over the course of the semester, do not stress about them. They are very much something that is just the final work of the class. I recommend that you really just should take finals week as like another day in high school. Yes, it's going to be longer periods. Yes, it's going to be a little bit more stressful and a little bit more nerve-wracking, but don't stress it at all. That is one thing you should never do in high school, is stress finals week. What was my hardest year? Sophomore year was hard for its own thing, and then senior year was hard for a different. It was harder to let go my senior year, just a lot of those memories and whatnot that just kind of resurface every once in a while. I will tell you, sophomore year was harder for a different reason. I had my first AP class, and if you want to take AP classes, I recommend taking them, but sophomore year was definitely my hardest class. AP Bio was, just because there was so much homework, so much workload. And looking back at it, I knew I could have done better. I would stay up until like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to finish homework and get up at 6 just to go to Strolling Strings, my 0-hour period. It was really hard, but I made it through, and now I'm here. So just know, if I can do it, you can do it. Does being popular matter? I will tell you this one thing: being popular does not matter. Being popular puts a bounty on your head. I will tell you that. If you leave a bad impression, that is. Being popular really doesn't mean anything. It just means that people know who you are. But I see popularity as something as leaving a good impression on people. Yes, saying hi to those underclassmen, those freshmen, sophomores who aren't necessarily like very comfortable with high school quite yet, and those juniors who are going to be seniors who are panicking about college. Being nice to them, and especially those people in your class your senior year, even people who are outside of your class. I know my senior year, I tried to make it my goal to kind of just meet somebody new every single day, just leaving a good impression on them, leaving them better than I found them. I recommend just do that. Just leave people better than you found them, leave a good impression, and I guarantee that you will probably gain a lot of people and a lot of people talking about you if that's something that you really want to do. Don't leave a sour taste in people's mouth. Should I do what I like or go with the crowd? Do what you like. Do not follow a crowd. I know maybe your friends might follow the crowd, or maybe that's something that they actually like. Do something that you like. I was very much, as well as my friends, we did all sorts of things that we liked. One of my friends went to Running Start. One of my friends was a really good orchestra player. He was a viola as well as myself, but he just did very much the opposite of things that I did. We had 6 classes together out of our 7, but nonetheless, we just did 2 different things. He did cross country, I did football. So it just very much comes down to what you like. All I'm trying to say is just do what you like. Do not worry about like clubs and whatnot. I mean, yes, clubs are great. Do them if you really have the time to and really want to focus something in FFA, robotics, Knowledge Bowl, History Bowl, stuff like that. Don't stress yourself for like, I really want to do this club, but like I just don't have the time. Don't stress it. Talk to that advisor. Let them know kind of like your situation. The best thing that you can do is just let people know your situation and just do what you like, because it makes the experience so much more better when you do what you like and not follow the crowd. What is the biggest high school advice you can give? Well, to wrap up this video, I want to first preface the keyword of the day. Comment what class or grade that you graduated or are gonna graduate. Comment that down below. I was a class of 2019, so if you are a senior now graduated, comment that down below. Today, we're gonna talk about the biggest high school advice I can give somebody, and that is build relationships. Do this one thing and you will have the best experience of your life. Build good relationships with those around you. That is one thing that really helped me. I know as president, it was a little bit kind of accelerated just because I had to know people, like our principal and our vice principal and our superintendent, our board, the people who work up in the office, the business office, the receptionists, the custodians, the cooks. Having a good relationship will get you far in life. That is probably one of the biggest life lessons I've learned. When you go into high school, just build relationships with those around you, your teachers. Let them know how your day's going. Just let them know your situation graduation always. Know that they're there to help you. They're not there to just bash you and lecture you all the time. Thank you, Nationers, for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy and want more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications when you do so you don't miss a video, and don't forget to hit that like button. Be the first to comment what graduation class you were, and I'll pin you and put you on next week's video or the next video whenever it's up. But nonetheless, remember to love the life you live and live the life you love, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm TheRealJoru, and I'll see you guys later. Peace